I talk to her every single day and just, continue to pray for her and stay positive for her. I tell her every day she's the strongest woman I know. And I'm really, really proud of just how she's handling everything and just want to continue to be there, as much as I can for her as a friend. She's just an amazing.
Vanessa Bryant has spent the past 5 years crafting an image of unwavering poise, a widow wrapped in quiet strength. A mother fiercely shielding her daughters while the world never stops watching. She's become a symbol, stoic, dignified, and meticulously protective of Kobe Bryant's towering legacy. But as summer pulses through Los Angeles, that polished portrait is catching unexpected heat. A digital wildfire has ignited rumors crackling across timelines, murky whispers slicing through the glossy headlines of charity work and emotional tributes. The word on the virtual streets: Vanessa Bryant is allegedly entwined in a clandestine romance with Boston Celtics star Jaylen Brown, and not just a romance. Social media sleuths have tossed in talk of a secret pregnancy, like a grenade into the public's sentimental view of
Kobe Bryant and his wife Vanessa, the now retired Kobe Bryant. So I've got to ask her the first question. What's it like having him hanging around all the time?
We love it.
You do love it?
Yeah, we actually do. We got used to him being around the last 3 seasons because of his injuries.
Right.
Yeah, so it's
And
great having him home.
I know you guys are expecting a third daughter, so congratulations. I can highly recommend
her
that.
to those hungry for scandal. It's the ultimate plot twist. The grieving widow not only moving forward, but moving on, with intensity no one anticipated. It began like many online frenzies. A handful of conveniently unclear but strangely intimate paparazzi shots. Vanessa and Jaylen seated at an upscale spot in West Hollywood, a hand on her back. A shared smile that felt too knowing to ignore. Then came the private event leaks. Leaks blurred just enough to dodge confirmation, crisp enough to spark endless interpretation. Within hours, hashtags exploded. Self-declared insiders emerged from the ether, insisting the relationship had been bubbling under the surface for months. But what really detonated the discourse? A flurry of photos showing Vanessa in flowing designer outfits interpreted by gossip merchants as a veiled baby bump. No receipts, no confirmed sources. But in the court of internet speculation, that didn't matter. The narrative was too irresistible. The fallout came fast and with teeth to her defenders. This was yet another cruel attempt to tarnish a woman who's endured
It was like, yeah, I'm going to accomplish this. I'm going to move forward and strive to do this in the future. But everything I set out to do, I did. And he was such at peace, and his wife was just his wonderful wife, Vanessa, was just a few feet away when he was talking to me. And he was I'd never seen him that happy, that at peace. And that's why it just hit me so hard when he ultimately passed away.
Imaginable grief. To critics, particularly those who consider themselves keepers of Kobe's legacy, this felt like betrayal. Comment sections swelled with outrage. Mourning, being replaced with moral judgment. Jaylen Brown's own profile didn't help. A rising NBA star with brand heat and public charm, his involvement only amplified the noise. Was this love rewriting grief's rules? Or a cunning tabloid fabrication built to stir outrage and rake in clicks? Vanessa didn't answer with a press conference or a carefully worded statement. Instead, she let the language of pop culture speak for her. One Sunday night, her Instagram stories lit up. A snap of Rihanna in a pool, sunglasses on, middle finger up. Caption: me protecting my peace, not pregnant, and having fun all summer. Followed by another: I'm not mean, I'm just not the one. No names, no confirmations, just cultural sharpness and unbothered defiance. It was a message dressed in memes, a subtle middle finger to those trying to script her grief for her future, but as expected, the denials only added oxygen to the fire. Some wondered why she responded at all. Others saw it as a declaration. She's done living in a narrative she didn't author. And just as the internet prepared to feed on this for weeks, a deeper cut surfaced one that had nothing to do with NBA players or designer dresses. Court documents leaked. A lawsuit filed by none other than Vanessa's mother, Sophia Lane. The allegations: Sophia had served as an unpaid personal assistant and full-time caregiver for nearly 2 decades promised. Lifelong security, only to be allegedly discarded. She's suing her daughter for millions, framing herself as the silent architect behind the Bryant household to the public. It was a betrayal that stung on a different level. This was the same Sophia seen holding her granddaughter's courtside, present in countless family photos during...
We're incredibly proud of him. And there's some solace in knowing that he was probably going to be a part of the 2020 Hall of Fame class.
Vanessa and Natalia, we continue to keep you in our thoughts and prayers, and we marvel at your strength. And congratulations on
Kobe's rise. Now, the woman who once stood at Vanessa's side was weaponizing those years in court. And for Vanessa, who's become a symbol of elegant endurance, this familial rupture was more than just legal elite, threatened the very foundation of her public identity. The timing couldn't have been more brutal. Days earlier, she stood with her daughters at Dodger Stadium, honoring Kobe with tears and grace as little Bianca threw the ceremonial pitch. Those All-American photos flags waving. Children smiling were now sharing screen time with lawsuit headlines and Reddit speculation threads. We've seen this media machine before. One side churns out fake romances and phantom pregnancies, while the other spins family drama into public theater. The result? A narrative storm built to swallow even the most resilient. Yet the plot doesn't end there.
She's amazing. I was there helping, doing everything I possibly can to make the process easier for my wife. And, but ultimately, she did all the work. I was just there just trying to help her out.
And just lurking in shadowy corners of financial forums and gossip, subreddits is an even wilder theory, one tied not to emotions, but money. Some believe Kobe Bryant didn't just leave behind his known empire of real estate and brand deals. They say he tucked away wealth into offshore accounts, anonymous partnerships, and hidden ventures, creating a secret financial labyrinth known only to him. And now, maybe, Vanessa? Is that why she's suddenly pushing new Granity Studios projects? Why the Mamba and Mambacita Foundation is scaling like a startup? Why she's investing in luxury properties and quietly expanding the Bryant portfolio? Oh, to her fans, it's proof she's rising from the ashes, leading Kobe's legacy into a new era. To skeptics, it's an easy explanation for her recent moves. A treasure map being slowly unlocked. What makes this saga so compelling isn't just the drama. It's the collision between myth and womanhood, grief and rebirth, control and chaos. Vanessa Bryant stands at the epicenter. Caught in a storm she never asked for, but refuses to be consumed by, so now. The question circles like a vulture. Is her world cracking under pressure, or is she simply shedding the image the world forced her into?
Since you spend the time away from the family and all of that stuff, on the road doing what you got to do, trying to win, that means out of 16 years, you got 5 rings. That means 11 seasons. He didn't come home with the chick, which means that you had a problem. You had a problem with him, and if you had a problem with him, it was stressing the home.